Centuries ago, the wizard Merlin broke the borders between fantasy and reality. His error continues to impact events. Myths and modern man walk side by side to this day. My name is John Watson. I'm a medical doctor by trade and a military man by happenstance. Later in life, I assisted one Sherlock Holmes of 221B Baker Street in his efforts as the world's first consulting detective. Now I have an entirely different job. I am charged with the care and leadership of a place built to keep the peace between the fictional and the real world. It's a 3-mile-wide steel-fortified base hidden in a top-secret location. It is a place of adventure, of creatures bizarre and frightening.
He's already all around you. He's already all around you.
From this place we protect your lives and the lives of your heroes. It is also our home. We call it the Fourth Wall.
Previously on the Fourth Wall.
I'm Professor Abigail Westing.
I've come to offer you a job.
I'm not very good at this. I just got lucky a couple of times.
Your mind was in the right place, Westing. As long as you're able to do that and are committed to our cause, then you will always have a place at the Fourth Wall.
How about a day off?
Come in.
Hey, you pal.
Reggie. I'm not gone yet, and you already miss me? Can you grab me my phone over there?
You got it. Need help with that?
You're offering to help me with my luggage?
I was taking a survey. Give a bird a break. I can't believe the boss let you take a vacation, and to the real world, no less.
First, the real world is still my home.
Not anymore, it ain't, lady. You belong here.
Yeah, we'll see. Second, between training and field duty, I've been cooped up here for 8 months. If I don't stretch my legs for a bit, I'm liable to go crazy.
We've had a real problem with crazy lately. But what a strange 8 months it's been, am I right? Don't what?
Don't go through a whole list of our previous adventures. Between carrying this suitcase and the whiplash from the flashback, I'll sprain something.
I was just gonna do a few. There was the time we rescued Atticus Finch from the island of Dr. Moreau.
So you really are gonna do a list? Just don't mention that business with the pilgrim. I'm only now getting to the point where I can smell meat again without getting nauseous.
And when we brokered a truce between Holden Caulfield and the boys from Lord of the Flies.
In the nick of time, too. Those boys were very handsy. Especially Caulfield.
Or how we finally found Dr. Beckett the leap home.
Reggie, you don't have to try and annoy me to make saying goodbye easier. I'll be back in a week.
Take care of yourself out there, pal. The real world is a crazy place. I don't understand the first thing about it.
Me neither. Never did, really. Guess that's why I came here. Westing to boardroom. Permission to rejoin the real world.
Permission granted, Westing. Activating large gate, pointing it as close to campus as I can.
Thank you, boardroom.
Westing, hurry back. We've got a lot of work to do.
I'll miss you too, Hawthorne.
Abby? Abby, is that you?
Mrs. Goodman! Oh, sorry. You startled me. Guess I've been a little jumpy lately.
She told me you darn took off and joined the Peace Corps.
Yeah, the Peace Corps. Is she around?
Bah. If that friend of yours is around, she's still sleeping like the dead. You know her.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon. If you see her, will you tell her I stopped by?
I sure will. It'll lift her spirits to know you're back in town.
Somehow I doubt it. Thanks, Mrs. Goodman.
Where are you off to now?
Food. I'm famished.
Abby, you haven't been in here for ages. What gives?
The moment I came back, Hank, I came straight to see you.
I think you're lying to an old man. But be still, my heart. What can I get you?
The maximum allowable human dosage of bacon and coffee. If the coffee is any lighter than the cosmos, send it back. I also need someone to hear about my troubles. And then I'll need the answer to a question.
All 4 of those things are on special. Coming right up. My favorite customer wants the usual. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Her. Always her.
Ah. Well, that's been the case since the 2 of you were in grad school, no?
I suppose.
Is that your question then, hun?
No. Your name's Hank, right?
I think so. I haven't lost my marbles, if that's what
Hank Morgan?
That's right.
This may sound crazy, and if it does, I'm begging you to forget I ever asked, but are you the main character from Mark Twain's Connecticut Yankee?
Now, what in the world would make you guess that?
Never mind.
No, my dear. I am the Connecticut Yankee. But what in the world would ever make you guess that?
This is why I guessed.
What's this? A badge? You went and became a cop. They must not know you like I do. Let me get my glasses. The fourth wall. You're one of Watson's boys.
Well, not exactly.
Forgive an old man his prejudices. That's what we used to call agents back in the day. What would you prefer I call you?
Abby is fine. Or, Her Royal Highness, Tsarina Abigail of all Russias. Whichever you prefer. You know Watson?
Oh, of course. He and I go way back. Who do you think recommended him to Merlin?
I guess you do go back a bit.
What?
I feel like an asshole even asking this, but can I see your travel visa?
My travel visa? Why, yes, if you insist.
Oh, thank God. I knew you were on the up and up. I did. We've just had some problems with visa hoppers lately.
Of course. Don't give it a second thought. You can never be too careful. There are plenty of strange undesirables out there.
Hi. Hi. Here, you can have this back.
I'm sure I can be of some use in the kitchen. We'll talk again later.
Count on it.
If you boys burn another batch of bacon, I swear there's an Iron Maiden with your name on it.
You've been gone. Yeah. I told you I got a new job and had to move away.
I didn't think it would stick. I need help.
What do you need help with?
I lost my job.
Again?
It's not my fault this time. I've never worked at a place like this in my life. They have no compassion whatsoever for me. I get that work starts at 9, but I can't be expected to do that every day, right?
How many times were you late?
That shouldn't matter. I'm gonna sue them, and that'll be the end of my problems. Your cousin's an attorney, right? Who am I kidding? You're so damned busy you don't have time to talk to anybody. Did I say that I was fired? That's not the situation 100% at the moment, but it's heading there, I'm sure of it.
Are you supposed to be at work right now?
Don't start with me, I overslept. Then the friend I've been missing for 8 months shows up out of nowhere. What was I supposed to do?
Fine. I don't want to argue anymore. Let's talk about something else. What's good in your life?
You don't care.
Babs, I came to see you first when I got back into town. I do want to know what's going on in your life.
Have you seen the season premiere of Dark and Stormy Nights? I know what you're gonna say, but this season is going to be really good.
Can we please talk about anything else? I'm so completely up to my ears in fiction that I'd just as soon talk about Laundryland.
Oh, go to hell. You disappear for all this time.
I didn't disappear.
And then you want to come around and tell me what I can and can't talk about? Some of us don't have fancy new jobs that let us skip out on our friends. Some of us have TV and nothing else.
But it can't be everything.
Sorry to waste your time.
Babs, sit back down.
Well, I've seen her storm out of this place plenty of times. At least she didn't break anything on the way out.
Hank, what am I gonna do with her?
Have you ever been able to do anything with her?
No. I've got a funny way of picking vacation spots, don't I?
This is your vacation? Oh, my dear, there may not be any hope for you.
She's so obsessed with TV shows that she can't get over her own problems.
If only she could find a life that would reward her for being unable to tell the difference between fantasy and reality.
I'm not going to call in about this. Westing to boardroom.
Oh, God, not you.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing.
Wait a minute, I know you.
No, you don't.
You own that shop Hawthorne and I busted a few months ago for selling...
No, I'm not. Get a warrant.
So much for a vacation.
We're getting a radio signal coming in from the real world. There's some kind of interference from the source that I can't quite diagnose, but I think it's Agent Westing.
One day and she already wants to come back? Put her on. Hawthorne here.
Hawthorne?
Yes, Westing. Can you boost your signal? We're getting some interference on our end.
I'm Max. Can speak Watson?
He's traveling off base at the moment.
Really? So...
I'm in charge. That's right. What can I do for you?
I don't suppose you've got the authority to make any new hires?
Let's assume for the moment that I do have that authority. Let's also assume that I'd want to hire anyone. Fictional characters living in the real world can apply for fourth wall service at any time. Direct them to personnel.
She isn't fictional. Hawthorne? Hawthorne, come in.
I'm here, Westing. What half-conscious college buddy have you dug up in your nigh 12 hours away that you now want to get a job? Westing? Come in, Westing.
I'm here. That's not precisely the situation I have here.
Westing, we have rules about real people working here.
Which have exceptions. Have we met?
Alright, I'll indulge you. What are her qualifications?
Who said it was a her?
You did. Qualifications.
She watches a lot of TV?
Westing.
She doesn't have to be a full-blown agent. She can push a mop or run the register at the Starbucks. Hell, we know there's an opening in the mailroom.
I think you know what I'm about to say.
When does Watson get back?
A few days before you do.
And if I ask him?
He'll probably say yes. But do you want to be held responsible when the malcontent from your past winds up killing us all?
There is one more thing I needed to bring up with you. I saw that...
Sounds fascinating. You can tell me all about it when you get back. See you in 6 days. Boardroom out. You know, I think she and I are communicating a lot better lately. I've really been trying to work on my people skills.
Hawthorne, what's my name?
Oh, it escapes me. Maybe I need to work a little harder.
I wouldn't dream of giving you an order, sir.
Did you find her?
Babs? Oh, I found her all right.
Well, she came back in quite a snit. I've been living next door to that girl for 5 years, and I don't think I've ever seen her so upset.
That's saying something. I imagine that is also somehow my fault. She's home, though?
Unless she snuck out. But you know me. I got eyes like a hawk, nose like a bloodhound, and ears like a bat.
You remind me of a coworker. A few of them, actually. Good night, Mrs. Goodman.
Good night, dear. Hopefully you can talk some sense into her.
No evidence of that so far. Babs, it's Abby.
Did you come alone?
Who would I have brought with me?
Do you know that creepy guy who runs the secondhand shop on Westfall Avenue?
What?
The guy from the shop.
Yes, I'm aware of him. Why?
He's been following me ever since I left the diner.
Here you go, hun. Eat up.
Thanks, Hank. Other people might say they're not hungry after the day I've had, but I just don't understand that type of person.
More trouble with Barbara?
Mm-hmm. Also, some more legitimate trouble.
Did Barbara get back in touch with that fellow that claimed to be a Nigerian prince?
No. Thankfully. Have you ever met the owner of that shop over on Westfall?
I only know him by reputation. The community of fictionals on this side of the wall is pretty small, but we don't socialize all that much. He's a bit of an odd egg, from what I've heard.
I thought he had one of your autographs for sale. Oh, hell, never mind. It's probably a fake anyway. We almost busted him a few months back for dealing in contraband. I think he knows I'm in town, and he's trying to get the drop on me.
How ghastly.
What's worse, he's trying to get to me through Babs. If he weren't so stupid, I wouldn't be worried that he could do something really dangerous.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Oh, come on, Hank. Your whole life is governed by story structure. Smart stories can surprise you. The competent ones you can see coming a mile away. It's the ones written by fools that you've got to worry about.
I couldn't agree more. Sounds like your vacation isn't going so well.
Oh, Hank, you do know me.
I do indeed. You would have been driven half mad by now if you didn't have any work with which to busy yourself.
Bingo. Compulsion has gotten me this far in life. It'll probably get me through the next week as well.
If you didn't have anything to do, anything to challenge you, why, you might start losing interest in life altogether. You might even sleep in a bit more, shirk your more mundane responsibilities.
You've made your point, or at least you've made Babs's point more succinctly. Speaking of which, do you communicate with any of the fictional worlds or the wall regularly?
No, why?
Easy, Hank. Your papers are in order. I'm not here to bust you. My radio's been on the fritz ever since I got here. I was wondering if I might try yours, especially if you've got one of the larger units.
Yes, of course. It's in the back.
May I?
For my favorite customer, what's mine is yours. Please.
Thanks, Hank. You're the best in the biz. Westing to boardroom. Westing to boardroom.
Westing, It's been nearly 3 hours. I was beginning to worry something might have happened to you.
Just need a transfer to Reggie's channel, please and thank you.
Of course. Here at the Fourth Wall Bell, I live to receive calls and transfer
Please
calls.
and thank you.
Stand by.
You've reached Reggie's Rice, Raisins, and Rhubarb. If you can think of a less appetizing signature dish, why don't you go eat it and stop bothering me?
Is this an answering machine?
Is this a person?
Yes, this is a person.
Is this Abigail?
Yes, it is.
Figured you're the only human person that would ever call me. What can I do for you? Miss me already?
Strangely, yes, but that's not why I'm calling. I need you to send me some supplies. I've got a bit of a project going on.
Why not call the quartermaster?
Because then they'll send the request through the boardroom, and Hawthorne is being particularly Hawthorne-y this week.
I don't know, pal. Crossing Hawthorne for fun isn't exactly my idea of a good time.
Reggie!
I'm kidding. I've been annoying him all week. What do you need? I'll get it dropped in an hour. I'm better than Amazon.
What? Wait, why are you dressed like Rambo?
Come with me if you, don't want that guy bothering you anymore.
Who was it you said you worked for?
I didn't. Do we need to go over your part in this again?
Just keep him...
Keep him talking, that's right. He'll say something to incriminate himself before too long. I'll do the rest.
Is he also going to have enough weaponry to take over a small South American country?
Don't know. You think my stuff is too much?
Well, we're a couple of white ladies, so I don't think anyone is going to say anything. But yeah, it might be a bit much.
It's all courtesy of a friend of mine. He's got a tendency to be a little overeager. You might meet him one day. Ready?
I think so.
Get to it.
Come in, friend, come in. Can I interest you in a first... Oh, it's you. I mean, nice to meet you. Again, in this shop for the second time. How can I be of help? Still interested in that full set of the solar system that must never ever be visited? Not my usual fare, but I'll make you a good deal.
Maybe. You have so many interesting things here, I thought I'd take a closer look.
Oh, don't let me disturb you.
I won't.
Let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Actually, I was looking for something a little different.
Oh?
Yeah, something from the other side?
The other side.
Did I stutter?
Well, yes, a little. I mean, no, of course not. I just thought you were friends with... Nothing. What did you have in mind?
I'm not friends with anybody, and I'm in the market for a lightsaber. A real one.
A lightsaber? Oh, but of course. Blue, green, purple. No, you seem like a red girl to me. Discerning tastes and a touch of the dark side, am I right? What was that?
You're under arrest, I think.
You were working with her? No wonder.
No wonder what?
Nothing.
Nope, not nothing. We've now come to the point where you give me something I want in exchange for you avoiding the worst possible punishment. My friend here got you on tape admitting to selling further contraband, and Hawthorne is far less forgiving than I am.
Please, we can make a deal. There has to be something you want.
Why have you been following my friend around? And what does it have to do with my line of work?
I confess.
To what?
To selling counterfeit goods, to whatever you want. I'll go quietly. I've done bad things. Whatever you say.
I take you back to the wall and you're not coming back anytime soon. No one here may ever see you again.
Great. Good. Take me to the wall. Just get me out of here. I'll sign whatever confession you want.
Well, this is a little bit anticlimactic.
I don't say this enough, but you're right.
Well, this has been the strangest Tuesday afternoon I've ever been witness to.
Meh, I've had better. I've had worse.
You want to know what the weirdest part is?
The fact that he hasn't said a word since I put the cuffs on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. You ready to talk yet?
I refuse to answer any further questions until I can talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, he's not ready to talk yet.
Interesting job you've got here, Abby. This was weird and fun and weird in that order. No chance you want to tell me what it is you do exactly?
Not just yet, no.
Oh, well. See you around, Westing.
Wait. I can't make any promises, but after today, you might have a knack for this. If I could swing it, would you want to come work with me?
And it's stranger than what happened today?
Usually.
Would I have to be at work before 9?
Even earlier.
Hard pass. If you've got an offer, you know where to find me.
Abigail, Barbara, did you two make up?
Nope, we're still fighting, right?
Yep, not speaking to each other. It's very sad.
Oh, that is very sad. Who's that man in your car? Is he in handcuffs?
Don't worry about him. I have to cut my trip short, Mrs. Goodman. I won't have another chance to say goodbye.
Goodbye, dear.
Abigail, some bacon and eggs?
Sorry, Hank, can't stay. In fact, I've got that shop owner in the back of my car, and I have to take him back to the wall.
My word, you do indeed. What on earth did he do?
Nothing. And everything. At this point, I think I could get him to confess to the Lindbergh baby and shooting JR. The only thing I'm sure of is that he wants to get back to the wall as fast as possible.
I see.
I wanted to thank you.
For what, hun? The bacon?
For talking me through all of that stuff with Babs.
Ah, well, at the Excalibur Diner, we're known for 3 things. Pie, bacon, and amateur therapy. I take it you two are thick as thieves again?
We left things in a good place. I'm not sure when I'll be back for any long period of time. This may be...
No. Afraid not, my dear. We're not going to say goodbye.
You think we'll see each other again?
I know we will. And I would never lie.
Well, until then.
Until then, I'll keep my frying pan ready.
Westing to boardroom. I'm coming in early and I've got a prisoner.
Ow!
Oh, quit your whining. The seatbelt only lodged in your ribcage a little bit.
I'm free. I'm free.
Yeah, you're free. Come with me. You just couldn't stay out of trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Actually, I was talking to you.
Me?
You were supposed to be on vacation, not bringing in callers.
As far as character flaws go, I'm okay with that. Is Watson back?
Came back yesterday.
I better go check with him. You've got this guy under control?
I'll manage. Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry.
You know, you could have let me know you were crazy like this the whole time.
Is the director in his office?
He's meeting with someone, but you can go on in.
Thanks.
Come in. Professor Westing, please come in. Agent Hawthorne informed me of the circumstances that cut off your vacation. Terribly sorry, but good work.
My pleasure, Mr. Director. It appears I'm no good at vacations.
I'm very much the same way.
There was actually something else I wanted to discuss.
Where are my manners? I know you're fond of Twain. Allow me to introduce Mr. Hank Morgan, also known as the Connecticut Yankee, late of King Arthur's court.
Oh, Dr. Watson speaks very highly of you. It's a pleasure to meet you, my dear.
Hank Morgan.
The kitchen staff have been dead for months. He's been feeding off them while he waited to make his move. And Westing's friend is missing.
Which only complicates matters.
And the neighbor, Goodman. We only found her body an hour ago. We're working with the local authorities to try and find the next of kin.
It appears the damn shopkeeper is the only one to emerge from this damned affair unscathed. Westing, have you found anything of use here? Westing?
He left a note.
Dear Abigail, I told you I would never lie to you, and I almost meant it. We will see each other again, and quite soon. Warmest regards, Vlad Tepes, Dracula. You shouldn't blame yourself, Westing. He hid right under all of our noses this whole damn time.
I blame him. He was waiting for me, and now he's taken everything. When the time comes, I'm going to be the one who destroys him. That isn't a request, sir.